It was over 2 years ago that I approached the elders, sharing with them my conviction that we were nearing the time when we would need to at least consider passing the baton to the next senior leader here at HCC for the overall welfare of the church. Now, Dr. Gary Johnson, many of you will know or remember and have met, has significant experience in transitions like this, including his own. And Gary is helping us navigate this strategic passing of the baton. Most congregations have never experienced an intentional strategic shift like this. And the result is that most often a church is left hurt and disoriented. And I believe our history would bear that out and is no different. So it is my earnest prayer and our intent that this transition will be different, and that God will use our prayerful and intentional approach in this process to launch a new season of unprecedented growth and kingdom effectiveness. So we want you to know that as of today, we are initiating a search for the next lead minister. And you need to know, as Gary Johnson has impressed upon us, that this is a journey, not an event. Succession is a journey, not an event. So we are seeking the insight and the wisdom of those who've navigated this journey ahead of us successfully. And it's not going to happen in a month or next month. We don't know if it's going to take 12 months or 18 months. We're uncertain because it depends on God's timing and the preparation and the successor, and not ours. Now, God has blessed Gene and me with over 40 years in ministry, and 33 of those years have been right here at HCC. And this is where our ministry began, and it's been an honor and is an honor to have been allowed the privilege of serving among you for so long. I think God's doing some amazing things here, and we have clarified our vision, we've clarified our mission, and I believe our teams are functioning maybe better than they ever have. And I'm excited about what God is going to do here in the future if we faithfully follow his lead. But your role as a prayer warrior on this journey cannot be underestimated. You are an integral part of this process, and we want you to be fully aware and fully informed. And most certainly, we want you to undergird and cover this journey with your prayers. It's absolutely critical that we do not drop the baton here. This is where races are won or lost. And our goal, the elders and myself, is to execute a smooth transition with a faithful man of God, one who will hit the ground running with excitement, with energy, and spirit-filled vision, and one that aligns with what we believe that God's already given us over the past several months in clarifying our own vision and mission. And we want to find someone who is intent on fulfilling the will of God in his generation. And I believe if we are faithful to the Lord's teaching and will, that the future of HCC may never have been brighter than it is right now. And it's my prayer that even now, as we begin this process, that the excitement and the energy will build, and that when the time comes, HCC will not lose a single step in moving forward.
And as follow-up to Jim's announcement, I'd like to add some additional comments on behalf of the elders. We are entering a new season here at Hillsborough Church of Christ, and we're doing something different that's never been done before here at HCC. Instead of an abrupt vacancy of the lead minister's position, we have an intentional and a planned process. We're thankful for the ministry of Jim and Gene here at HCC. Many of us have both been challenged and comforted through their 33 years with us. Jim and Gene are just not our minister, they are our friends, and we wish them God's blessing as they transition into this new era of life. We'll begin our process of seeking candidates. We ask that you keep in mind, as Jim said, this is not a journey, this is a journey, it's not an event. Drawing upon the experience of other churches, this very well could be a 12 to 18 month process. However, we have, and we will continue to submit this entire process to God's will and his timing. As Jim mentioned, you are an integral part of this process. We are asking that on the first day of every month, you devote yourself to a time of fasting and prayer, seeking God's favor on our process and that he pour out his blessings upon our congregation. In anticipation of questions, we prepared a brochure for you, which we hope will answer any questions that you may have.